No, they didn't. No, they didn't, y'all. No, they didn't. Oh, God, y'all. They took her son. Ain't it enough they took that baby? They took her son. And now they're coming for her job, her livelihood, her license, her whole life, y'all. Mississippi. The state of Mississippi just opened up a state investigation into Christine, y'all. Are y'all serious? Nolan Wells' mama, based on an anonymous complaint. Anonymous. Some coward, too scared to sign their name, but bold enough to try to strip. They are trying to take away her PhD holdings. Spotless record having, because she didn't have no spots on her record. And she was dedicated. She dedicated her whole life to healing people. They're trying to take that black woman's license away while she still ain't even buried her baby right, because she don't know how he died. When I tell y'all, when I tell you my blood is boiling right now, my hands is shaking, because this ain't no coincidence. This ain't no oopsie daisies. We got a tip. This is a lynching on paperwork. Press 2 if you agree with me. This is Mississippi saying, you want the truth about your dead son? We taking your rent money. Yeah. We taking your rent money. We gonna take your career. We're taking everything you built. While you still won't tell, they still won't tell her how that boy ended up dead on that beach. And my kings and queens in the comments been screaming since yesterday. This is a setup. That's what y'all been screaming. This is a setup. This is pure evil. Press 5 if y'all agree. And y'all are absolutely right. Ben Crump came out here and called it a warning shot. Pow, pow. But I'm going to tell you what it is. This ain't no warning shot. This was a whole declaration of war against a black mama who refused to bow down. If you ain't angry yet, sweetheart, if you ain't ready to burn something down, you ain't paying attention. You ain't our kinfolks, period. You just ain't. Now look at here, y'all. Let's talk about the game, because the game and the game, honey, because the game is the game. Okay, we not gonna act like this not a game. And Mississippi think we stupid. But a half a week ago, before this anonymous complaint ever showed up, y'all, Nolan's mama started getting flooded with 1-star reviews on her doctor's rating pages. Do y'all remember that? Press 1 if you remember. Honey, I wouldn't trust her. That's what they were saying about her. They were saying she only cares about herself. She got a lot of 1-stars. Now, hold on, y'all. Christine took a leave of absence after Nolan died. She wasn't even seeing patients. So who the hell is reviewing her? Ghosts or the KKK? The Klan members? The same anonymous coward that filled this complaint out? And then she go on Don Lemon's show. And she said, my job been good to me. They've been supportive. They've been so loving and kind to her, right? Right? They've been so loving and kind. They've been giving me all the time I need, meaning y'all couldn't get her fired. They couldn't get her fired. The hospital was not playing the games when they was writing all those bad reviews. So since they couldn't get her fired, tell me, what did Mississippi do? What did Mississippi do since they couldn't get her fired? Since they could not get her employers and her boss to drag her, they went to the state, y'all, the state of Mississippi, the same state where the governor looked at the camera with his dry ass lips and said, Nolan drowned with zero evidence. The same state where the police chief said he was drinking heavily with zero evidence. Where is the evidence of Nolan drinking heavy, y'all? Where is it? That same state so suddenly received an anonymous tip that a grieving mother who ain't worked in weeks is suddenly a bad nurse. Honey, when I tell you the math don't be mathing, and the math is doing black flips, okay? It's doing backflips. Ben Crump said it best. Christine had a part of her identity stolen from her the day Nolan died. Now, somebody is trying to take another piece, and that piece is her PhD, her doctorate in nursing, the highest rank you can get. They want her stripped, decertified, unlicensed. That's what they're trying to do. They want her to lose everything she built while they still won't tell her how her own son ended up dead on the beach. And now, honey, you know what this reminds me of, right? Mammy Till, Emmett Till's mama. Did y'all know they thought they beat that boy beyond recognition? Huh? They thought if they beat that boy beyond recognition and threw him in that water, that his mama would just shut up and go away. She showed his face to the world, and Christine, she ain't shutting up either. Honey, she went up and got Ben Crump. She went on national TV. She said, I want the damn truth. And Mississippi responded. Mississippi responds to the truth is, we investigating you now. Yeah. Since you want the truth, the mama, now we're going to investigate you. So now the state of Mississippi plans to investigate Nolan Wells' mom and take her license from her, decertified her. All that hard work that she did, get that PhD, they're stripping it away. The state of Mississippi. Now make that make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. You cannot, because it does not. Now, let's get into the lies, because the lies got lies. Them lies got cousins, okay? Where did this Nolan was drunk story come from? Huh? Where? And I seen some of y'all say it's a picture. I looked at that picture. Nolan had a can behind a white boy's back. I don't know what it was. You can't say it was alcohol because you didn't see no alcohol. It could be a can of soda. You don't know. It don't say that Nolan had no alcohol. Ain't no pictures out here with Nolan with alcohol. Who started that shit? I believe it was Warren, right? Let me tell you who. The same friends who can't keep their story straight. That's who right there. The same ones who said he was with some unidentified girl. The same ones who went on Officer Tatum platform and started yapping. The same ones who lured up before the body was even cold. Yeah. I'm telling y'all. Come on now. But we got an eyewitness, y'all. Yeah. We got an eyewitness, Nolan's coach. A grown man called Christine and said he talked to Nolan at 3:30 in the afternoon. Had a long conversation about life, goals, and plans. Said Nolan didn't look a liquor drunk. Yeah, he said Nolan did not look a liquor drunk on that island. Nolan didn't sound drunk on that island. And this man, who's seen plenty of drunk kids, he know what drunk kids look like. Nolan had a D1 tryout on Monday, y'all. D1 kings and queens. And you think he out here getting sloppy drunk the day before the tryout? You think he was a disciplined athlete. You think a disciplined athlete, a kid, is going to throw his whole future away on a damn battle? That's what they want us to believe about this black boy. That's the narrative they push within 1 hour of finding his body. 1 hour. Sheriff looked at a dead black boy in the sand and said he was drinking heavy. How you know? You got a breath tranquilizer or something on your eyeballs, man? And honey, then we got the photos. Cajun Navy report. Somebody on one of them boats said they saw an almost fight around 5 p.m. Two people face to face, one dark skin, one paler skin. Now, if that's Nolan, if that means after the coach talked to him at 3:30, he was still alive in a confrontation at 5 p.m. And if that is Tristan who said he didn't dapped up Nolan and left, then Warren saw him fighting too. Which story is which? Because Tristan said he left first. Warren said he saw the fight. They cannot be true. Okay? Warren said he saw that fight. And don't get me started on them boats. Wyatt's grandfather, Jerry, his name is on the police report. They said Jerry wasn't there. Then why is his name there? Wyatt took two boats out, both in Jerry's name. Jerry used to run a whole boat business. So who was driving a third boat? Who was on the fourth boat? Yeah, I said fourth because they had a hidden boat X from us. Wyatt was on the phone with a Cito. No, Warren was on the phone with the Cito, right? But it was really Wyatt calling. Or was Jerry on the island somewhere telling him what to say? If them white boys was on the phone records, don't show him calling his granddaddy, then how did the granddaddy know to call Cito? Was he watching them? Was he right there when everything went down? Y'all, honey, they think we stupid. They really think we can't add 2 + 2, but my kings and queens in the comments just been doing this like surgeons. If it was accidental drowning, why lawyer up? If it was an accident, why hide the boats? Why take his throat? And the only answer they got is, let's investigate the mama. Let's talk about the machine. This whole damn machine, I'm talking about the governor, the police chief, the DA, the AG, the Department of Public, whatever. They all closed ranks from day one. And let me ask you something. Where's the evidence? Where's the autopsy? Mississippi did a first autopsy and they refused to release it. The independent autopsy came back inconclusive. You know why? Because Mississippi kept that damn throat. They kept the organs, kept the evidence that only the first autopsy could find before the organic matter started to degrade. They literally, within the parts of her son, they literally withheld the parts of her son that could tell her the truth. If they had proof Nolan drowned, even accidental, they would have slapped us with it as soon as possible. They would have had a press conference with charts and graphs. They would have been on Fox News telling us to shut up, but they cannot. They got nothing. And instead of finding something, they went to the grand jury first. They just skipped the steps. They made everything secret. And now we all, now while all of this is happening, the FBI is doing what? What is the FBI doing? Investigating the case? No, they are investigating the commenters. That's what they're doing now. 3 people got arrested for threatening Judge Ashley Cole. 3 arrests for talking reckless to a judge, but 0 arrests for what happened to Nolan. 0. Mississippi got time to hunt down TikTok comments, but cannot find a cause of death. They got time to track down people talking about a judge, but can't track down 4 boats. Make it make sense. You can't, because it just don't make sense. And that tells you everything you need to know right there. The system ain't broken. It's working exactly how it was designed to work. Protect the connected. Protect the connected and punish that mama. Bury the black boy and move on. Honey, and my kings and queens, my queens and queens, y'all see it. This is the new burning cross, honey. This is the warfare. This is the warfare we in. They they want her to leave town. And they do. They want her to leave town. They want her to pack up, take her surviving kids, and just disappear. But Christine said no. She got Ben Crump. She got us. She got a mother's rage that ain't gonna die until she know what happened to her baby boy. And that's rage. That's what they scared of. Honey, not her nursing degree, not her lawyer. They scared of a black woman who got nothing else left to lose because they already took the most precious thing she had. Now, I need to talk to y'all. Can I talk to y'all for a second? I need to talk to y'all for a second if y'all don't mind, okay? And I mean really, really, really. Because some of y'all, and I love y'all, but some of y'all still out here in these comments talking about it was just a drowning. Let it go. Let it go. Honey, let me tell you something about my daddy told me a long time ago. He said, baby, stay away from willfully ignorant people because ignorant as a child is a mistake. Ignorant as an adult is a choice. And them people will unalive you to keep their blindfold on. When a state can kill your son, hide the evidence, steal his organs so you can't get a second opinion, attack your career with fake reviews, open a state investigation on you with an anonymous complaint, threaten your surviving kids, and then tell you to let it go, that ain't a damn request. That's a lynching by paper. That's a burning cross made out of subpoenas, okay, and nonsense. That's Mississippi saying, honey, we did what we did, and what you gonna do about it, girl? And my kings and queens, honey, I feel it in my bones. This is bigger than Nolan. I feel that. Press 7 if you feel like this is bigger than Nolan. This is bigger than Christine. This is about every black mother who ever had to identify a body that the police already called an accident. Every black family who ever got told your boy was drunk when he was sober as a judge. Every time they let them bury us without a fight, we give them permission to do it again. Horn Island. Let's really sit with that. That ain't just sand and water. That's old Mississippi money. That's generational wealth built on. Whew, well, y'all know what it was built on, right? That's the exclusive boating company, boating community, where everybody know everybody and everybody granddaddy was somebody. The governor people, the judge people, the police chief people, and now it's where a black boy died and a whole town then caught laryngitis. They don't know what's going on. Ain't nobody on Facebook Live. Ain't nobody on Instagram. Everybody scrubbing accounts. Small town lives for gossip. But Ocean Springs, oh, they silent. They crickets, they mute. Cause Tristan done told us the code out his own mouth. Ocean Springs got Ocean Springs back. Translation, we don't snitch on our own. Not even when a child is dead. Not even when his mama is screaming. And honey, I'm not saying they're Klan. I'm not saying they got robes in their closet. I'm not saying that. But it's giving Klan. It's giving Klan. It's giving birth of a nation. It's giving Mississippi burning. It's giving crosses on the lawn if she don't hush. First, they came for her reviews. Then her license. Then what? Her house? Her electricity? Her kids' safety? The school's starting in a few weeks. Them babies gotta walk them hallways with children of the same families covering this up. They gotta sit in class with kids who heard their parents at dinner table saying Nolan was just another drunk black boy who got what he deserved. Can you imagine? losing your big brother and your whole community in one summer? Everything you know and love ended when Nolan's life ended. That's the kind of that right there. That is a special kind of hell. And y'all in the comments, honey, y'all see it. This is the new form of burning crosses. Mississippi is showing the world how America really is. They want her to leave town, and they do. They want her to pack up, take her surviving babies, and disappear into the night like this never happened. But Christine looked at the camera and said, I want the truth. And that truth is what they are terrified of. They're not scared of her nursing degree, not her lawyer, not her being a lawyer, not her lawyer. They are terrified of a black woman who got nothing left to lose because they already took the most precious thing God ever gave her. So here's what we do. We don't argue with the willfully ignorant people no more. We cut them off. We don't explain. We don't educate. We don't beg. We cut them off. And then we turn around and we double down on Christine. We flood that GoFundMe. We don't let nobody shame you. Warren got 2 GoFundMes. One for legal fees, one for personal. So if supporting a grieving mother is a grift, then what is he doing? What is he doing? We support Ben Crump because he is in his bag on this one. We keep sharing. We keep on screaming. We keep watching Mississippi like a hawk because they only get away when we let them get away with it. And let me tell you why. They are scared. A black mama with a PhD and a dead son is the most dangerous thing in America. She got the education to read their laws. She got the pain not to care about their threats. She got a platform to expose every dirty, rotten, stinking thing they trying to sweep under the Confederate rug. They thought if they investigated her, she'll break. They thought if they threatened her license, she'll run. They thought if they made her life hard enough, she'll choose peace over justice. But they miscalculated. They always miscalculate us. Mississippi wanted a war, honey. They got one. We ain't firing warning shots. We aiming straight. Honey, stay dangerous, kings and queens. Stay dangerous. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do y'all hear me out here? Come on now. Come on.